In this video, I'm going to talk about creating a multi-page layout in InDesign. I'm in the software already, and I'm going to create a new document. By the way, just to explain these other two items, Book will allow you to sort of manage multiple documents, and the library is for creating content that you use in other, multiple times in various documents. So you can create a library that then you can then bring this content into. But for us, we're going to need the document tool. All right, I'm going to keep all of the default settings, except I'm going to make it a horizontal or landscape orientation, and I'm going to click on OK. All right, I have in this document a single page and a series of master documents. If you click on Pages, you can open and close this window. Okay, the master pages are places where you would make things that repeat on every page, and then you can then apply them to the pages. So at the bottom of this window, I'm going to create two new pages that will go into my document. All right. If I double click on a page, that makes it the current page. So I'm going to click on this last one. Now, one thing you'll find is that you may want to have Photoshop open or other software tools, so you can bring content from those softwares into InDesign. I have currently Photoshop open, and I have an image file. I'm going to copy and paste this image into my Photoshop, or rather into my InDesign document, by typing Control+A at the same time for Control All, and Control+C to copy it to the clipboard. Then I'll go back to my InDesign file, and on page 3, where I currently am, I will then type in Control+V to paste that image. All right, now it needs some formatting, sizing changes, things like that, but I brought this in here to illustrate the difference between the individual pages and the master document. Okay, so I'm going to go up to the master, and I'm going to double click on the left side of that page. So my plan is to have an image on one side and text and other images on the other side. So what I want to do is create some guidelines to place some of that content. All right, if you go up to the Layout menu, you'll see an item called Create Guides. Okay, I can establish a certain number of rows and columns. Let's say I want to have 6 rows and 4 columns. And I can choose between making these columns and rows go from the margins, which is this line right here, or all the way to the page. I'm going to have them set into the margins, and I'm going to click on OK. All right, so it's generated a series of guidelines, and I can use those guidelines to formulate alignments and center and size some of the content. Now, when I go back to page 2, I can see that this content, or these changes that I made to the master, are now applying to my new page. Now, I can create more masters if I need them. Let's say, for example, I would like to have 2 pages of roughly the same arrangement, and then the next pair of pages to have text content on one and image content on the other. I could generate a second set of master pages, and then I can change which masters apply to them. So for example, if I right click on this page A here, page 2, I can remove the connection that it has with that master document. So now it's gotten rid of those guidelines. Okay. If I right click again, apply master to pages, I can then choose from the list to apply this A master to all of the pages. Okay, so that's the advantage of doing this. I could set up a page number, for example. If I double click on here, I could make some text on here that then gets applied to all of the pages. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a page number. So I'm going to go to my text tool, and I'm just going to place this page number box here in the corner. It's bigger than it needs to be, but that's okay. And then I'm going to go up to Type, and towards the bottom here, I look for Insert Special Character, Markers, and Current Page Number. All right, so you can see that a little A has appeared. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Control plus, Control plus. All right, it's an A because I'm on the A master page right now. And I can go ahead and make whatever changes to this font. I can left align it, right align it, change its font type, change its size, etc. Okay, so I've made a few adjustments. I changed the font and shifted it so it is aligned to the corner inside my margins. So again, I'm on the A master page, and if I double click on page 2, it has automatically updated the page number because the A master has been assigned to that. And again, by right-clicking Apply Master to Pages, you'll be able to see which master is applied to a particular sheet. I can also go to my master pages, and I can make changes that I want to apply to pages that are already created. I could, for example, decide to remove some of these guidelines. And when I go to my page 2, you can see the changes have been updated. A few other things to show you. If I want to take what's going to be my cover page and give it a color, one way to do this is to make a rectangle and fill that rectangle. I'm going to close this page panel, and I'm going to create, by clicking on this icon right here, a box around what's going to be my cover page. Okay? And then I'm going to fill that with a color. If I click on this button right here, I can generate a new color swatch. You can also choose from the predefined ones. I can alter the darkness and lightness. For this new swatch, I'm just going to make a sort of a light gray background, and you can see it's automatically filled it. The one below the rectangle fill color is the border. If I wanted for some reason a border around my rectangle, I would control it here, again using creating a new swatch, defining a color, or choosing from the colors in the list. And again, text is added using the text tool. Let's say I would like to add text along the bottom of my page here, and I'll just add some text, and then I will go ahead and alter the size of the text, make it a little bit bigger, and I'm going to change the font style. You can change the color and other settings as necessary. Okay, I'm going to open up the Pages panel again. And one thing to keep in mind, since this is going to be a printed document, you need to work within divisions of 4 pages. So for example, I could have a book that had a total of 4 pages, but probably you'll have more pages than that. So you just want to keep the total number of pages divisible by 4. So right now I've got 6 and 7, so 8 would be my last page. And also you can move the pages around by dragging them. Another way to move a page would be to right-click on the page, click on Move Pages. Right now this is page number 5, and I want to move it to be page number 3. So I could say move page 5 and put it after page 2, so that'll place it at 3, and click on OK, and it'll move it to that spot. So in this document I currently have 8 pages. The first page here will be the cover, and page number 8 will be the back cover. So again, you want to stick with multiples of 4.